Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. There are no boob jobs in Kelly Ripa's future, even though she's been tempted to live with Kelly and Mark. Host says that even though she's had consultations with surgeons for a breast augmentation, she always gets scared off by potential complications. I have no boobs, Ripa, 54. Said on the July 15th episode of the Not Skinny But Not Fat podcast. We know that I'm flat-chested. It's not a mystery at this point. It's almost a point of pride. She shared that her breast size did get mildly impacted after she had children. Ripa and husband Mark Consuelos share 3 children: Joaquin, 22, Lola, 24, and Michael, 28. I nursed what was in there away. So now, I just have, nipples that hang lower. I went from an A to an A long, Ripa quipped. Did ever make you feel insecure, like you wanted bigger boobs at any point in your life? Asked host Amanda Hirsch. I've gone to more breast augmentation consults than I would like to admit. Every time I hear about the new boob guy, I go and I have a consult, Ripa said. And I'm like, what? What will you do? And they always, say all the right things and do all the right things. And, because our cell phones listen to us, it pops up, and I scroll through, so many horror stories of boob jobs. Ripa shared that she ends up reading about surgeries that turn out not good, or people that have had complications. It talks me right out of it. She shared her age and the inevitability of follow-up surgeries to replace implants as they get older is another factor, she said. Here's the reality, because all of my friends or a majority of my friends have had breast augmentation. And they've had multiple because every 10 years or so, you have to, swap them out. So let's say I get them at 55, right? That means at 65, I have to swap them out. At 75, I'm on my second pair. Let's say I live to 85, I'm going under the knife again. I'm good. Nobody's talking to these except for Mark. And even he seems like he's on a don't ask, don't tell policy with them, Ripa said. He's we're good. I'm fine. Why flat-chested? Kelly Ripa will never get a boob job in a world obsessed with enhancements, filters, implants, and edits. Kelly Ripa, television host, actress, producer, and certified queen of cheeky comebacks, remains refreshingly She is a slight, energetic powerhouse who's made it her business to age, joke, and thrive in full view of the public eye. Flat chest and all. But why has Kelly Ripa, who has been called everything from petite to boyish to flat-chested by tabloids and internet trolls alike, never gone under the knife for the ever-glorified boob job? Let's break it down. 1. Because she's in on the joke. First of all, Kelly Ripa knows what people say about her. She reads the comments some days, she hears the whispers, and she's likely seen the less-than-kind headlines. But in true Kelly fashion, she takes it all with a wink. She once quipped on her show, Live with Kelly and Ryan, that she missed the line for breasts during the divine design of womanhood. Her style of self-aware humor disarms critics before they even get the punchline out. Kelly doesn't deny her body, she laughs with it, lives in it, and most of all, owns it, in the theater of public opinion. A woman like Kelly Ripa, getting breast implants would be the equivalent of a punchline falling flat. The beauty of her character lies in how little she needs to prove to anyone. 2. Because her brand isn't built on curves, it's built on character. Hollywood has long sold us the image of the voluptuous, sultry woman as the pinnacle of desirability. From Marilyn Monroe to Kim Kardashian, the hourglass figure has been idealized to the point of caricature. But Kelly Ripa, she came into the industry with a different blueprint altogether. In her breakout role as Haley Vaughn on All My Children, and later as a perennial morning show host, Kelly leaned into her charm, her comic timing, her intellect, and her uncanny ability to carry a conversation with literally anyone. From A-list celebrities to audience grandmas from the Midwest, her appeal has never been about being the curviest woman in the room, it's about being the sharpest, wittiest, and most relatable one. Why change what's working? 3. Because she has a healthy relationship with her body, one that doesn't require silicone. Kelly's openness about her diet, workout routines, and occasional indulgences, she's an avowed lover of wine and snacks, paints the portrait of a woman who listens to her body, rather than wages war on it. She's spoken about aging gracefully, embracing change, and yes, even noticing some things shrink while others droop. That's the deal you make when you age in a human body instead of a CGI chamber. In an interview, she once said, If my husband likes it, and I feel good, then I don't need to go tweaking things. It's not about rejecting cosmetic surgery out of judgment, it's about choosing not to pursue it out of peace. 4. Because Mark Consuelos doesn't seem to mind. Let's talk for a moment about the elephant, or, rather, the very hot man in the room, Kelly's husband, actor Mark Consuelos. This couple is famous for being flirty, openly affectionate, and downright spicy. Despite decades of marriage in a culture where we're often taught that men want one specific kind of woman, usually the one built like a pinup, it's incredibly validating to see a man like Mark, who has access to every Hollywood bombshell imaginable, gushing over his petite, natural-bodied wife. Kelly doesn't need implants to compete, she already won. And Mark, he's not just attracted to Kelly's body, he's enthralled by her mind, humor, work ethic, and unfiltered authenticity. 5. Because she represents a different kind of role model. Young women today grow up in a landscape flooded with curated beauty and impossible standards. Every scroll on Instagram reinforces the message that if you're not shaped like an hourglass, you should pay someone to fix it. That's why Kelly Ripa matters. She's a woman who stood in the middle of that glossy hurricane and said, "I'm fine as I am, thank you." She offers an alternative template of self-worth, one that isn't dependent on surgery, Photoshop, or external validation. While many women and men pursue cosmetic procedures for personal reasons that are valid and nuanced, it's equally empowering to witness someone confidently opting out. 6. Because flat-chested doesn't mean less feminine. Let's call out the real problem: society's toxic habit of equating breast size with femininity. Kelly Ripa doesn't just resist that narrative, she flips it on its head. Her femininity is undeniable. It's in her walk, her wit, her voice, her style. It's in how she nurtures, how she leads, how she entertains. It's in the way she tells a joke and how she tears up talking about her kids. If anything, she's expanded the definition of femininity to include athleticism, confidence, sarcasm, and sharp intelligence. She doesn't need a push-up bra or a boob job to feel like a woman. She already is uninful, glorious, unapologetic. Color. 7. Because going against the grain is kind of her thing. Kelly Ripa never did things the normal way. She got married young in Vegas. She balanced daytime soap work with motherhood. She turned a fill-in hosting gig into a 2-decade-long career as one of the most consistent and beloved morning show hosts in American TV history. She survived co-host transitions, public feuds, and relentless gossip, and through it all, she didn't bend. She didn't morph into someone else. She didn't inflate herself to fit a mold. She just kept going. In a world of conformists, Kelly Ripa is a rare bird, and rare birds don't need implants to fly. 8. Because flat-chested is a description, not an insult. The media's obsession with labeling women in the public eye is relentless. Too thin, too curvy, too old, too young, too sexy, too plain. It's always something. So when people call Kelly Ripa flat-chested, they may think it's a dig. But Kelly, she treats it like someone just pointed out the color of her eyes. It's a physical feature. That's all. There's immense power in neutrality. When you no longer give words the ability to hurt you, they lose their teeth. And Kelly Ripa is practically bulletproof by now. 9. Because real confidence doesn't need padding. At the heart of it all is this truth: confidence is magnetic, and Kelly Ripa has it in spades. Confidence isn't built in a plastic surgeon's office. It's built through years of showing up, messing up, getting back up, and laughing through the mess. It's built through authenticity and grit and grace. Kelly Ripa walks into every room like she belongs there. She jokes about her height, her body, and her aging with such freedom that it gives other women permission to do the same. You can't surgically implant that kind of it's earned. 10. Because she doesn't owe the world a more acceptable body. Here's the kicker: Kelly Ripa doesn't owe us anything. Not a more curvaceous silhouette. Not a snatched waist. Not the illusion of eternal youth. She doesn't owe us boobs. Her job is not to exist as a fantasy. Her job is to be a human, living fully in her own skin, hosting her show, loving her family, and occasionally dancing with ridiculously fit enthusiasm at 9 a.m. on live TV. In a society that demands women perpetually improve themselves, Kelly Ripa's decision to stay flat-chested is quietly revolutionary. It says, "This is me, I'm not changing. And I don't have to." Final thoughts. So no, Kelly Ripa will never get a boob job. Not because she's against plastic surgery. Not because she's trying to make a political statement. But because she doesn't need to. Her body isn't broken.